Radhe Radhe. Welcome to Hinduism Q&A. Today's question is, if one does Paath of the Ramayan or the Gita or the Bhagavatam, does this guarantee that they'll get to go to God's divine abode after they die? A lot of people think that by listening to the recitation of these holy scriptures or by reading these holy scriptures, the Ramayan, Gita, Bhagavatam, either once or a certain number of times, that if they fulfill this quota of a certain number of recitations or a certain number of readings of these scriptures, that they'll be guaranteed to go to the divine abode. What we have to consider is where the attachment of one's mind is. It's possible to sit in a recitation of one of these holy scriptures and have one's mind wandering around all over. Someone else is reciting the Ramayan, and we're sitting there, we're physically present, but our mind could be thinking about something totally different. Then are we really doing Paath of that holy scripture? We ourselves could have it memorized. Some people have the entire Gita memorized. Some people have large sections of the Ramayan memorized and they can recite it, and they recite it over and over again. However, having it memorized also doesn't mean that our mind is joined with God while we're reciting that. Once you memorize something, you can recite it and your mind can be thinking of something else. It's possible. So if the mind is not attached to God, we will not attain God. The principle is that while in life, the mind must be fully surrendered to God through practicing daily devotion. Then, when we leave our body, we are guaranteed to go to God's divine abode. But just living one's life, keeping the mind attached in the world all the time, and just fulfilling some quota of hearing or reciting these holy scriptures a certain number of times, that is not a loophole or a shortcut to God realization. So one shouldn't think that just by doing Paath a certain number of times, we'll get to go to the divine world. No, we actually have to attach our mind to God fully. We have to be completely surrendered to God in this lifetime. Now, doing Paath of these scriptures may be a part of that process. By listening to the Leelas of the Ramayan or the Bhagavatam, we may increase our devotion to Radha and Krishna or Sita and Ram, and it gives us material to remember them by. And through that, we develop love for them, which is real devotion. So if we're using the listening to or reading of these scriptures to help develop our love for them, and that lets us attach our mind to them, then this is part of the path of God realization. But a simple mechanical repetition of them, or just listening to someone else recite it without joining our mind to Radha and Krishna, this is not the means of God realization. So these are divine, holy scriptures, but we have to use them in the prescribed way, which is, it means we have to use them to help develop remembrance and love for God. Jai Shri Radhe.